Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the success strategist, bringing you today, week 14 of Spotlight on Success. Today, we're going to be talking about leveraging digital transformation for greater business success. If you've been with us on this journey of 2024, you will have known that we have started out in a week one with the key elements of business analysis. We went to week two where we focused on readiness. We went to week three where we're talking about 10xing the power of visionary goal setting. Then we go to week four to round out the first month of 2024, talking about becoming great entrepreneurs, top traits of the greats, right? So we have to set our baseline for greater success in every day, in every way, so that as we're growing into our vision, our mission, our goals, our partnerships, serving our clients at a higher level, working with our teams, developing our leadership capabilities, we need to set that groundwork first. Then we went in February to navigating uncertainty, innovation, and disruption as a business enabler. We focused on leadership that transforms. And then we talked about harnessing agile principles for business growth, right? So we've moved from this baseline, get everything prepared for our exponential scaling to now what are the different facets, levers that we can be pulling. Let's set the stage for how we're going to be moving out going forward into 2024. Then we deep dive. We started talking about scaling your business, all the factors that are related to that, sustainable business practices, because we can't scale unless we're growing and putting in place the necessary building blocks to make sure that's sustainable, that we're not moving one step forward, three steps back. So sustainable business practices, huge. And then resiliency tips for success, right? We want to make sure that when we encounter uncertainty, when we encounter unforeseen circumstances, that we're able to pivot and leapfrog forward. Then we need to be, again, refocusing on culture, refocusing on that baseline. And that's through that values first business model, right? We need to make sure we're diverse and inclusive. We need to make sure that as we're doing our business, we focused on our ethics and integrity. We want to be sure we're focused on that sustainability aspect, transparency, and then innovation for social good, right? A business doesn't become successful at scale because it's only focused on its bottom line, right? It needs to be doing good within the broader communities, the people it's serving, the partners, the customers, the clients, the United States and global writ large, right? So what are you doing as a business leader and entrepreneur to change the shape of the landscape that we're living in today? That's what values first business models is about. And now we're moving into leveraging technology for competitive advantage. Last week, we talked about leveraging AI. And again, today we're talking about leveraging digital transformation writ large for greater business success. And you know what? It all starts with you as a digital leader, because you're going to put the stake in the ground. You're going to be the catalyst. You're going to be the innovator. You're going to bring the technologies to your teams, either to the board, to your other executives in the C-suite, to your partners, your workers, your clients, and your customers, right? But someone's got to put the digital transformation technology piece on the table and understand how is that going to allow you to scale, right? What's the risk factor? What's the appetite for risk? What's the appetite for investment? We'll talk about in the future, again, we'll go through again the how to get from 0 to 100 with regard to the innovation pipeline, using strategy, using operations, using a balanced portfolio. But for today, we're just going to talk about planting the seed and using you as the digital leader, as the fertilizer to cause a, much like bamboo, right? You've already set the root system. It's been growing, growing, growing underground, and now it's going to shoot up, right? And that's exactly what we want to do from a scaling exponentially, but we want that to be sustainable. And much like bamboo, right? We want that to be dense, which means we need to look at multiple factors, and we want that to be useful and harnessable by many different personnel for many different purposes, right? So again, you as the digital leader, bring the ideas, bring the technological innovations, and what will help you is the second factor, right? Couching it, incorporating this opportunity to perhaps change the very business models that you've been working under through the lens of that technology, right? So the more value laden we can bring that offering to the board, to our other C-suite, to the organization, customers or clients or partners, right? The more likely they're going to be able to want to do a pilot and or invest and or grant a larger scale innovation program with you as the leader, unless you're already driving all of that. But still, I would say still important for you to think through, right? One technology may not be the panacea, but apply it in the right places of your organization and you get phenomenal value add, you get phenomenal efficiencies, and you get phenomenal growth and sustainability going forward. So that's what we're looking for, the bullseye here, right? One technology that can be the innovator for your business model. Going to the third factor, that can be the innovator for your customer experience. Going to the fourth element, that can be the innovator for your operational efficiencies. With the fifth, that can help you with strategic decision making, right? So we want to be able to look at all of those four factors when we're doing an analysis of alternatives for these technologies. The first is because, if we look back at our business model, maybe we're doing it old school, maybe we're doing it new school, but the opportunity here is, are we in a box? Are we stuck in that box, or are we willing to look beyond? That's where that parallel thinking, that's where that looking at the ecosystem, right? So no matter if you're an experienced business leader of, 50 years of experience under your belt, or you're just starting out, right? What we want to do is we want to scan the ecosystem that we're operating with, and we want to see who's knocking it out of the park in this business model aspect, right? Who is achieving stratospherical success, and what are they doing to do that, and what can you learn from that? Even harnessing the digital technology to help you identify who, how, what they're doing, and how can you emulate and model their approach for your own business's success. It is just as important to be able to do those things as come up with a short list of technologies that can help you, right? We need to put that into our analysis, right? So choose a technology and then harness it, right? Harness it for your upfront marketing effort, for your upfront due diligence effort, for your upfront investment efforts, right? And see if it can do the job to identify these unique opportunities that's going to help your business scale. The next is customer experience innovation, right? Just like we said, hey, help me get to the point where I can think about a new business model, because it can help you do the gap analysis. Also, how can it help you enrich and create more value for your customer, right? We want to understand, is there new technologies I should be using? Is there new processes? Is there new automation? Is there just maybe I need to do a new partnership? Maybe I need to stop doing this aspect and delegate it out and go to a COTS product because they've got it solved already, right? So this is going to help you rack and stack the options that you have to drive efficiencies in each of these areas. And or you could do it in-house, right? Buy a consultant's time to help you implement around this area. It's up to you how far and fast you want to go and what time interval, right? But these are the facets that will help you drive the narrative for the pitch and drive your success factors going forward. We can't get to a customer if we don't have a strong business model. If we don't have a strong business model, right, any technology that we attempt to implement is going to be constrained through that, right? So let's get these in the order that's going to allow you to scale further faster, and then we'll build upon success week by week, step by step. And the next is digitized operational efficiencies. And this could even be used, again, to help you choose which technologies that you want to harness, right? You can give a pilot, right? With the extent of digital transformation technologies, you could say for Q1, we're doing X. For Q2, we're doing Y. For Q3, we're doing Z. And at the end of the year, we're going to rack and stack and see how far we were able to get across those different things. Again, operational efficiencies, our customer experience, harnessing or identifying and moving out on new and nascent business models, right? You can do those. And then we want to understand and harness these technologies to help us tell us how to collect and analyze and measure our key metrics for that move, right? That's a use case that's highly valuable for you and your business so that you're not trying to do it all. Let the technology identify some key areas that it thinks may help serve you for this stage in your business. The next is strategic business making, right? Now that you planted the flag, you've moved out on a new business model, you're heightening your customer experience, you're driving operational efficiencies. Now let's take that, right? We want to take the information we've collected and analyze, and now we want to reharness it for that next look ahead. Like I said, Q4, right? What were we able to do with these different experiments, with these different timelines, these different technologies? What growth, what revenue expansion, what cost savings, what heightened compliance, what sustainability, what other efficiencies. Maybe it's a cultural and a workforce. Maybe it's being able to attract new partners or clients or customers, right? You have to understand what's most important to you at this stage in your outcomes and your results, and then be able to weight those appropriately to enhance your next round of strategic decision making, right? But the most important thing is A, you have a strategic decision making framework. B, you're reflecting on what do you need to change. And again, the digital technology can help you here in case you missed an element, in case you misweighted it according to the outcome and results you want to achieve, etc. Right? The important thing is you have a baseline, you're continuously improving that strategic decision making given your outcomes and results, your risks, and where are you at from a readiness, maturity, and an investment and resource perspective. Last but not least, as you go through this process and maybe you pivot, maybe you don't, maybe you double down, maybe you triple down, right? That's the strategic decision making is going to help you understand what comes next for you and your business. Then we go to the future, right? So we don't stop in Q4 and say we're done, right? Now we need to reharness and re-look at what's shifted over the course of that year. That's horizon scanning. We don't have to wait to the end of the year. What we need to do is be doing that constantly and consistently, right? Horizon scanning and the exploration of upcoming digital trends and technologies, right, that are reshaping how we do. These happen every day. Don't miss it, right? Don't miss it by not paying attention because you're in a growth phase. It's even more important, right? Because each of those growth phases are important for you to say, we invested, we thought we would get X, we didn't. We said, hey, our pilot period was going to be this long, but we're seeing we're not able to achieve against our outcomes and the results. We've tried tweaking A or B and C. Given the data we've collected, now we're pulling the plug and we're going with the, alternative B or C. It's fine to do that, but don't take that as a never go revisit that technology and its offshoots again, right? It just may have been that the scenario and the use for that particular technology didn't match the outcome and the results. And what you're learning with pilots B and C, right, will help, and with your refresh of your strategic decision making will help you see how that might have been structured in such a way as to not have optimum results, right? So also these tools and technologies can help you reform how you approach those pilot engagements with these digital technologies. So again, you as the digital leader, you're going to plant the flag, you're going to put the technologies out there, you're going to create the scenarios, you're going to gain access to investment and time period and resources to help you examine how do you change your business model, how do you enhance customer experience, how do you drive operational efficiencies through them, how do you create a strategic decision making framework or refresh that's going to help your business go further faster. And then you're going to continuously iterate because the future of technology moves so much faster than we as humans sometimes can. So again, this is Dr. Rhonda Farrell bringing you week 14 of the Spotlight on Success, Leveraging Digital Transformation for Greater Business Success. I invite you to follow me as the success strategist for more tips, tools, and techniques. And you can visit us at either www.gblinnovstrat.com or at YouTube at GBLINNOV We hope you join us again next week for week 15 of our Spotlight on Success.